Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. We are out in Jericho, Utah for another Hare and Hound. I think it's gonna be pretty sweet. It's actually a little bit shorter than some of the other races have been this year. We're looking at a 66-mile race altogether, so I think it'll be pretty sweet. I'm out here on the start right now, and it is the infamous sand dune start that Stage Riders always does. We're at the end of the bomb, but this year it might be a little interesting because all of the sand dunes are really sharp. So we pretty much have two options on this start. We have all the way over here against these tether flags, which you would go this way, and on the other side of these dunes, and it's all like pretty flat, and then you'd stay kind of through this choppy shit up like right where those footprints are, and then it's like pretty smooth. You come out where all those people are. This would be a lot smoother and a lot faster, but I think there's gonna be a lot of people on that line. Or we can line up kind of where this razor is, and you got to move some bushes. You can kind of come over this, up this hill here, and then follow this trail of footprints all the way down. I kind of want to go on the left side, but there's gonna be like so many people, so. Okay, so this is the line that I told you was gonna be a lot faster, but there was gonna be a billion people on it. And I did not end up lining up on this one or the other one that I showed you actually. And I forgot to video the line that I did line up on. So here is a video of my dog instead. My bad.
Little sand from the dunes. Just a little bit.
Okay, so we discovered that the race tomorrow is 66 miles, which is pretty short, which is a good thing because I did not change my tire after the last round, right? It's looking a little bit, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not premium. And the thing is that I did super glue some knobs back together, so I don't know if that's factory or not, but I think that's gonna be mint. I think that's really gonna get us through tomorrow. She's not impressed.
It's not factory, and this is the second take on this video. She didn't like everybody's comments saying that it wasn't factory, so now she's redoing it. So hijacking this
She like called me out. All I'm saying is that I think it'll work. Okay, it is currently 9:02, race morning. We're getting ready to take the bike down to the start. We brought the 250, and this is actually for sale, this one right here. So if you guys want it, you can go ahead and come get it, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna take that down to the start, try and get a good line, and then come back and get geared up. My mom is currently hiding from me because just a second ago, I don't know what's going on today, but I do feel like I've been very easily angered all morning. I don't know what that means for me, but that was the end of the video. Let's go over a few stats. So we definitely had a shorter race this weekend. I only ended up doing 65 miles, and it only took me 2 hours and 40 minutes to complete the entire race. So a pretty quick one, very short. Average moving speed was 24.5 with a max speed of 61.4. So actually a lot slower than the last few have been. Probably because off the start we were in sand dunes, so there wasn't really much opportunity to get a whole lot of speed going. I had a max heart rate of 180 with an average heart rate of 168, and I burned 2,106 calories. Yeah, no, I feel like it was a pretty fun race. I do feel like I was kind of on the struggle bus, slightly. I don't know what happened to me, dude. I was just very easily angered going into the race. And I feel like the first loop I was riding really good. And then I started making a few mistakes, and I was pretty close to first going through the pits. But I was asleep on lap 2, apparently. I don't know what happened to me. I kept making more mistakes, or I would get caught by like the super fast experts, and it would just kind of throw me off my game. And it just kind of kept making me more and more mad. And then I got into a situation where I couldn't get around another rider in the last few miles, and that was making me very angry. And then I was overriding the bike, and I think I probably could have gone faster if I was not thinking about it as much and I was just riding my own race. But instead I was trying to make myself go faster, which made me make more mistakes. So I mean, I still had a pretty good race. I think I got like 30th overall, second in the women pro class, so definitely not a bad day. But I was slightly disappointed just because I feel like I did not ride as good as I could have on the second loop. But I mean, like, that's how racing goes sometimes. And yeah, we'll just keep moving, and yeah. This weekend we have a West Hare Scramble out in Glen Helen, California. I'm actually already here. I got to ride the track yesterday, and I think it's gonna be super fun. I am very excited about it. It is not as hot as it was last year when we raced here, so 10 out of 10, excited for that. And then after this, we have a 1 week off, and then 2 more West Hare Scrambles before we go on summer break. So yeah, I think it'll be pretty good. Thanks again for checking out the video. It's super cool that you stayed to watch the entire thing. And, you know, leave a comment if you want. Like it. You can subscribe too if you're not already, but I bet you are, because you're cool. You're a cool follower, so I bet you're subscribed. There's no way you wouldn't be like unsubscribed, you know. That'd be crazy if you were. Okay, now I want it to be known that the super glue, honestly on this one, held up. Like, we lost a little chunk, but this whole thing was disconnected before. Still there. This one didn't fare quite as well. But I just want to let you guys know that the super glue, it does semi-work. So if you're balling on a budget, don't be scared to get in there with some super glue. I did put some duct tape around it once I put the glue on. So if you're going to try it, probably at least do that. Okay? Cool.